The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 380. Let's go, team. Let's go.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back to throw here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally... sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Well,
and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this order. An ideal start for them, really. You punt, and then you go down and score.
You got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Set, 95-56. Check, 47. Hey, pick your game up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready, yellow lady.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. The throw taken in by Cole. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Makes it 3rd and 2. Let him know.
On 3rd and short to give it the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Let's go.
56 is mine. Let's get out the field.
No gain on the dump off at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do it.
Lutz with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
You can't block me.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 16-0. That's the score after one. On EA Sports.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll run on second down with Blue. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll run with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Blue. And an alley to run. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. 3rd down here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Blue. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And an alley to run. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 48 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
It's on field.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up. Up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Now Breeze lost the football.
Let's go, let's do it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They get this again, jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. He hits Blue. Pushing through the contact. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd down, Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So it's halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Ready? Ready?
Breeze now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
95, 56. Check, 47.
A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yes. Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Foles, and that is incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook 53 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
We go.
Now Foles. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right here.
This is the running back, Blue. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Check, 47. There we go.
Fournette running out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case,
now Breeze lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Breeze. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Foles on the handoff, going to give it to Blue. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and
he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The kick by Lambeau is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Murray. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Washington. And quickly they get to the line. Trying to pound it in with Washington. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Set. 95-56. 47. Here we go. Hey, kill.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We got this.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Running with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd and 9, Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But what we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week, working on their tackling.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions.